Ole Miss coming off of that upset against Utah, number 17. Really close game. You have to shake it off and get your head into this one. So Coach Yo mentioned you got to take it 1 minute at a time.
Madison Scott and Jada Belton inside the center circle. Tips won by the home team Rebels, who are 3-0 at home, and they've taken the last 10 straight non-conference games at home. And speaking of Marquisha Davis, she knocks down the mid-range jumper, and Ole Miss leads to start. You see the Tigers starting five below on your screen. In the last 3 games, they've started 4 freshmen and 1 sophomore. A lot of transfers for Ole Miss this season, but some familiar names in their starting five, and Madison Scott and Angel Baker. Long 3 missed by Myah Taylor, the Mississippi State transfer. Texas Southern into the front court. Nearly a minute into the first quarter in Oxford. Long 3 on the way. Well off the mark for Tania Lawson, 5'8 freshman from Capitol Heights, Maryland. She averages the 3rd amount of points for Texas Southern this season, just under 8. Baker from the elbow. She loves the mid-range game as Taylor flies in for the rebound and draws the foul. The Tigers 0-6 coming into today. They've faced a lot of very good competition. Previous loss was to Rice, 76-49. Meanwhile, Ole Miss split at the Baha Invitational. They beat Dayton by 13 and fell to Utah. Madison Scott scores and Ole Miss leads by 4 now.
That's a good thing about this Ole Miss team. They have a lot of different players that can score at any given time.
Cameron Bates all the way to the basket. Rebound for Madison Scott. That's something that Vernette Skeet told us earlier today, is that, sometimes Texas Southern just has trouble putting the ball down the net. I mean, they had 90 possessions last game, and they only scored 49 points.
Something definitely that you run into on those away games, too. Rims that you're not familiar with.
Ole Miss with the 4-point lead, 4-0 lead. Just over 2 minutes into the ball game. Belton high post, handoff to Lawson. Her pass intercepted. Myah Taylor, the only person in the front court. And Ole Miss has opened this game up on a 6-0 run.
I mentioned how many different players Ole Miss had that can score, but I really think the bright spot on this team is their defense. The way they hold teams to such a low amount of scoring, force turnovers, and turn those defensive possessions into offense.
Micah Gray misses over the rim, 24% shooter from the perimeter this season. Ole Miss with Taylor, bit too strong. Texas Southern 0 for 3 from the field to start. Ole Miss now 3 for 7 after that last miss by Taylor. Down low feed, Belton underneath, gets swarmed by bodies, and Scott with the rebound. Scott is Ole Miss's leading rebounder this season, and she brings the ball into the front court, pulls up. 8-0 lead for Ole Miss, and a timeout for Coach Skeet and Texas Southern. We step aside too. Ole Miss up 8. Andriana Avent, they call her AD. She lets another 3 fly and misses all air. Snetta Collins loves the long ball. Offensive rebound for Scott. Ole Miss 6th in the NCAA in offensive rebounds per game at 19. Young team, Texas Southern. Her pass deflected by Scott. Scott up ahead to Taylor. Misled her a little bit, but Taylor controls and scores. Ole Miss has opened this game 6 for 12 shooting. Taylor scoots to the lane. Davis. Teardrop shot goes. And Texas A&M was at Illinois and Marquette before that. Angel Baker, Ole Miss's leading scorer this season. Baker so far scoreless. There's Salary to the basket. And one. She's quickly responded here tonight. 18-0. Ole Miss on top of Texas Southern. Back-to-back games for Ole Miss against SWAC schools. Alabama A&M comes to the Pavilion tomorrow night. Finally, Micah Gray. Singleton offensive rebound. Shots blocked. And Avent comes away with the basketball. Texas Southern, with under a minute to go, looking for points 3 and 4, and Avent able to smooch off.
Good drive, good strong finish.
Avent at just a little under 17 points a contest this season. She had a second season high 22 points in the loss against Rice. Baker left all alone. Yes. Lawson at the wing with 5 left to shoot. Long 2. Swish, just their third. Angel Baker, wide open lane. All too easy for leading the way for the Rebels. Davis, Baker, and Salary all with 5 points each. Rebels are really spreading the wealth around tonight. Davis. 3 ball, good for Ayanna Thompson. Not a great perimeter shooting team. It's one thing Coach Yo would like them to be better at. This is Bates for Texas Southern. 4 left to shoot. Shovels it off the glass and down.
Got herself to the baseline and just easy 2 points.
Thompson lets it fly. Scott, offensive rebound. 6.5 left until halftime. Gray, catch and shoot. In and out. Rebound for Scott. Scott has 8 rebounds. She's already hit her per game average. Up and under. Bottom for Taya Single. Young freshman with a lot of potential for Texas Southern. Wants the ball. Bates, 3 left to shoot. Crossover. Long 3. Bullseye.
Bates just launched it. What a shot.
I mean, that shot touched the moon. Myah Taylor. Bates tonight, 5 points after that 3, 1 rebound. 10 left to shoot. Needs help. Lob to Belton. 3 left. 2 left to shoot. Got to do something with it. Shot clock violation. That hits 25% of their threes. Down low Singleton, no. Loose ball. Bates picks it up. Up ahead, Avent. Another 3. Texas Southern is now outscoring Ole Miss in the second quarter. 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes. The Tigers 16-14 advantage in quarter 2 over Ole Miss. That one pinballs in from sitting courtside, Division I. Women's basketball.
Best seat in the house.
Yeah. We have the second best seat in the house.
That's true. We're courtside as well. No Coca-Cola, though.
No. Eaton from the free throw line.
These long, they go in, shoot the score, and if they get fouled, they get fouled. Usually they make those shots.
Marquisha Davis and Madison Scott lead the way for Ole Miss with 8 points. And Angel Baker 7 points. She averages 14 points a contest, halfway to her per game average. Micah Gray, swish.
The Ole Miss defense or Texas Southern's offense with the sling of the elbow, but either way it'll go Ole Miss's direction.
Second foul tonight for Tania Lawson. High post to Scott. 3 turnovers to start this second half for Texas Southern. Ole Miss has scored 16 points off of previous Texas Southern turnovers tonight. Team that averages 26.5 points per game off turnovers, and Scott puts it up and in. Second to last in the SEC. Scott comes away with the basketball on the fast break. Gets it to Collins last second. And 1. 6.5 to go, quarter 3. Collins without any. Ole Miss's defense continues to be stout in this second half. However, Ole Miss throws it away. Bates to the basket. Up the floor, Avent. Texas Southern is 2 for 6 from the field this half. Ayanna Thompson. 12 for 18, however, an offensive rebound for Ayanna Thompson. Quite the game she's having tonight. Career high 8 points and 3 rebounds. Down low feed at Bakwe. Texas Southern, we can hang with those teams. We're not there yet, but it's good to know we can at least hang with some ranked teams.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it had to be good for Ole Miss's confidence. Trying to get those transition baskets. Had a player out on the wing. Might have been good to drive and dish.
Texas Southern is 3 for 12 shooting in this third quarter. Singleton sees a wide open lane, and why not? And a team that hits 65% of their free throws.
Yeah, and a team that is very good at getting themselves to the free throw line.
Salary with 7 left to shoot. Igbokwe left all alone beneath the cup. Women's basketball better. And, create opportunity where experience isn't cheated. They don't have a private jet, they can't fly everywhere, but whenever they're on the bus on an 8-hour bus trip, they're going to have fun. She wants to create a positive experience for this team.
Yeah.
In this program.
And that's really like the bonding moments, too.
Swish for Avent, for AD Avent. She averages a little under 17 a contest. And Avent also had a season second high, 22 points against Rice. Scott with a double-double, dishes to Taylor. Taylor scoots underneath for Eaton. Bullseye. Back to Taylor. Down the lane, shots blocked. Elisa Knight. Collins on the head fake. Showing her versatility.
Makes it more difficult to guard her.
Well, of her 7 points, all of them have been inside the arc. She's 0 for 5 from outside. 6:40 to go as Taylor lets it go. Bullseye.
Another learning experience. I mean, for both of these teams, if you're Ole Miss, these games, it could be easy to develop some bad habits, but they've been doing a good job of sticking to their game.
To regather herself.
A lot of contact.
Yeah. Taylor off the floor as well for Ole Miss. Jordan Berry into the game for the first time today. Snella Collins, 9 points. Step back three. Good. Long ball's good. Scott's 16 points, ties her season high. She had 16 points in the first game of the season against Kennesaw State. Rebound Ole Miss. They're out rebounding Texas Southern 50-27 now. Salary to the basket, easy. Back, the game was also tied at 67 in the late moments before Utah was able to close it out with some. If you're Coach McKeown, how about that from Salary? Coach Yo, you're pretty happy about this performance tonight.
Yeah, you have to be. And especially how well-rounded it is with the scoring. Nobody super stand out. Everybody had a great, solid game.
Down low at Igbokwe. Fights up, no. Singleton cleans it up. Belton loses the ball. Jordan Berry comes away with it. Only 2 points in her collegiate career. Whips down low. Thompson. Make it 7. 13 seconds left. 4 Ole Miss Rebels in double figures tonight. Berry throws to Salary. Bates not giving up. 3 seconds and 2. That's all she wrote from Oxford. Ole Miss is a big winner, and they win 11 in a row at home.